TD, Tutty, taking it to the house. Reservations for 6. Whatever you call a touchdown, one thing's for sure. Touchdowns matter more at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. On the ground, in the air, from the special teams or the defense, we don't care how you score them. We want to bet on touchdowns. And at DraftKings Sportsbook is the number one place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first NFL bet? Try something as simple as betting on a player to score a touchdown. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your bet today. Ready to do your touchdown dance of your own? New DraftKings customers can bet $5 and get $250 instantly in bonus bets and get 1 month free of NFL Plus Premium. Download the DraftKings Sports app. Use code Shannon. That's code Shannon for new customers to get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and get 1 month free of NFL Plus Premium. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
I get it. The cost of rent, groceries, and utilities is too high. So here's what we're going to do about it. We will lower housing costs by building more homes and crack down on landlords who are charging too much. We will lower your food and grocery bills by going after price gougers who are keeping the cost of everyday goods too high. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message because you work hard for your paycheck. You should get to keep more of it. As president, I'll make that my top priority.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. I am your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He got his model, his new t-shirt, his new hoodie. That's the new merch that we're going to drop sometime within the coming week, the Nightcap. And you can see your boy got on. I was hell when I was well.
I was hell when I was well.
Thank you for joining us for another episode. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He is your favorite, he's from Liberty City. The route runner extraordinaire, the Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson, but you can call him Ocho. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button. And guys, do us a favor. Go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. And remember, every subscriber counts. And because of you, we've been able to enjoy a level of success that we could not have enjoyed without you. So thanks to you, we are who we are. Please make sure you go check out Shea by La Portier. We do have it in stock. So we hope to be in 14 to 16 states by the end of the year. If we're currently not in a state or a city near you, we have it in stock. You can order it and we'll ship it right to your door. So the wait time will be minimal at best. So thank you. Please go subscribe to the my media company page on all platforms. That's Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84 with 84 being spelled out. The Unc and Ocho tees are back in stock. I repeat, the Unc and Ocho tees are back in stock. And 84 made the hoodie that Ocho has on, and it made the tee that I have on as well. So thank you guys for being so supportive. People have started to tweet and put on IG and DM us that they have started receiving their merch. We greatly appreciate y'all keeping us updated. So hopefully in the coming days, all merch would be shipped. You will have it in your possession, and we greatly appreciate your support and your patience. Ocho, let's get right into it. Yeah. The Georgia Bulldogs, the number 5 Georgia Bulldogs, go into Austin, take down the number 1 Texas Longhorns. They double them up 30-15. The Bulldogs will get their road victory, handing Texas its first loss of the season. The Bulldogs entered the game, the betting underdogs, for the first time since 2021.
Yeah,
and that was the season opener, a span of 50 games. They jumped out to a 23-0 halftime lead. And guess what? They really, really never was challenged. The top 5 showdown did not. It wasn't what we thought it would be, Ocho.
No, not even close.
Quinn Ewers was benched temporarily. Arch Manning came in for a couple of series, and then when it came out of the half, they went back to Ewers. They got 15. I think they got it 23-15, but Texas had a hard time moving the ball up and down the field. An overturned defensive pass interference called by the officials after the Longhorn fans threw debris onto the field late in the third quarter, something that you nor I don't think I've ever seen before. No. Ocho, but when you watch this game, what did you like about what you saw from the Bulldogs?
Listen, pure domination, huh? Pure domination, especially that first half. The game is won up front, and Georgia proved that tonight. The first half goddamn Texas was 0 for 7 on third down. They couldn't even get a third down. Listen, Jalen Walker, that's his name, right? Am I saying it right? Is it Jalen or Javon?
I think what is he? Defensive lineman? Defense?
Man, hey, he
oh
was
yeah,
all
Jay Walk, yeah.
Yeah, hey, boy, you the real deal. I know you're gonna see this, Jalen Walker. Boy, you was the real deal. I will see you on Sundays. Other than that, man, the supporting cast for that Georgia defense, man, they was all over the place. Obviously, they played the quarterback carousel, trying to get a spark on offense. Texas did, putting Arch Manning in, but he was overwhelmed a little bit. He was overwhelmed. Yeah. I know he looked good when Ewers was out earlier in the season. A few games, but they weren't playing
They weren't playing Georgia.
No, they weren't.
Or the level of talent that Georgia has.
Yeah, completely different. It's a different ball game. Arch came in there, tried to give him a little spark. It didn't work. They went back to Ewers. They started to get the offense going a little bit. They started to get it going a little bit, but not enough. Not enough. And again, that wasn't a PI too. On that call you talked about.
Yeah. It should have never been called. No. But Ocho, I've never seen officials go back and say it wasn't pass interference.
But listen, the only reason they were able to deliberate on whether it was pass interference or not is because all the fans threw all that trash,
and they didn't want to get it. Yeah,
exactly. So if they didn't throw all that stuff on the field, the call would have stood. The pass interference would have stood. I believe so too. But the fact that you gave them too much time to deliberate, boom. I mean, it just wasn't. The DB had just as much right to the ball as a receiver, and you can't make contact. You don't got you don't run into the man.
And that's what I'm saying. That could have been offensive because he pushed off, and the ball was outside, so the DB was already outside, and so he picked it. But I agree with you. I had never seen anything like that. Not a call like that. It's almost like headquarters like that wasn't PI.
Right.
And all of a sudden, because I'm like
the refs have they got access to the rest of the ear.
Yeah, they got, because when they call targeting, you go to central control, just like the NFL. When you have a challenge, you got to go to central control. So they absolutely. But still, even though I believe it was the wrong call in the beginning, I have never seen them pick a flag up like that. It's no. So it was the right call, but I don't know under the right circumstances, to do that, because everybody's going like, man, how is that possible? And Kirby was like, hold on, wait a minute. You picked the flag up. You said it wasn't PI. Kirby wanted an explanation. I think everybody wanted an explanation. But I don't believe the original call was right. I don't believe it was a defensive pass interference or contact or whatever the terminology or phrase you want to use. I don't believe the Texas cornerback. I don't believe he hindered him. No. I thought the offensive tried to disengage by shoving him.
Right.
But the ball was so poorly thrown, it was outside, and it hit the DB right in the chest. So he had no choice but to catch it. I'm surprised and with the ease in which Georgia did this, because Texas was only giving up 6 points. They go on the road. They beat Michigan. Now, after Michigan got beat by Indiana is a little better than we thought. They go on the road, and their rival game, they go to a neutral site, and they beat the brakes off of Oklahoma. Yeah. Oklahoma just got trounced by South Carolina. Yeah. I think that's their biggest loss at home since 2014 or something like that. So now Oklahoma, it's got me, and I think the world will start, but it's got me reevaluating what I should think about Texas, Ocho. It really does. Yeah, they played some inferior competition, and they hung points on the board on them.
Right.
But when I look at their big wins, supposedly, allegedly, they beat Michigan.
Yeah.
And they beat Oklahoma.
Right.
Do we think Michigan and Oklahoma are really good this year?
Absolutely
I don't think so.
Absolutely not, because most of the players that made them what they were last year and they were so good, everybody gone.
Yep.
Everybody is gone. So now teams are being exposed as opposed to the next man up and who's up, and they're living off of last year's success, expecting those teams to be just as good. So Texas was exposed tonight. But again, I think the exposure came strictly from the interior, and the Texas O-line ain't shabby.
No.
Them boys ain't shabby.
Neither is their defensive line.
Right.
But it just goes to show you the level of talent that Georgia has. Your quarterback turned the ball over 3 times, and you won by double digits.
Hold on.
Remember, Ocho, he had that many turnovers against Alabama, and they took the lead. When you can turn the ball over, like Georgia turned it over, and still win the ball game.
Well, you know what the problem is not only you turning the ball over, once you get the ball back, Texas ain't doing nothing with the goddamn ball.
Yeah.
You ain't doing nothing with the ball because the defense was playing that well.
And then Texas gave 4 turnovers. They had 2 fumbles by Ewers. They had 1 by Arch. When you play a team like Georgia, you're gonna have to be damn near perfect. And the last thing you can do is turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Even if you're at home, because when you play a team like Georgia, unless you're as equally as talented as they are, they're gonna run away from you. And there are not very many teams in the country that's equally talented that can match up with them on both offense and defensive line and the skill positions.
Right.
There are not very many teams in the country. Now we're gonna see. We'll see what Oregon, if they play Oregon or they play a Penn State or they play some of the other top teams. But when you look at Georgia and the way they're built, Kirby has built this team like those old Alabama teams where he was the D coordinator on. Let me go get O-line. You build from front to back. You build from offensive line back. You build from defensive line back.
Yeah.
That's the way Coach Saban built those Alabama teams. That's the way Kirby Smart is building this Georgia team. And they've enjoyed a level of dominance since 21 that we haven't seen in a while, since those Alabama teams were doing it like that. But Georgia's really good. Look, I know they've lost to Alabama, but it's hard for me to believe that there's a better team than Georgia. I know Oregon is the number 2 seed at ranked number 2, and they went on the road and they thumped Purdue. And I know they beat Ohio State at home. But watching with my own eyes, I don't see a team better. Penn State, nah.
At one point, do you think, what are the chances? I mean, at some point, I know they probably will, or I don't know. Will Oregon play Georgia at some point, or it wouldn't be until there's some type of playoff implication?
Yeah, playoff implication.
Yeah.
They're on two different conferences.
The speed, the only thing with Georgia, I think they will still dominate in the trenches as far as up front is concerned.
For sure.
When I think about Oregon, I think about finesse and speed. I think about finesse and speed. They got some hogs, but they don't have no hogs like Georgia has. But I think the edge as far as in the game is because Oregon is so goddamn fast.
Yeah.
It's so fast. They so fast from sideline to sideline. As far as skill position is probably equal, but I don't know. I think it'll be a very, very good game. It'd be a very good game.
But here's the thing: when you play Georgia, it's just like any other. You got to be physical.
You have to. You ain't got no choice.
You got to be physical because they're not gonna let you get outside. And they're gonna run. They're gonna play bully football. That's the way they're built. They're built to play a physical brand of football. We're not gonna get
you down.
That's what they do. They wear you down. I was like, boy, Texas, y'all playing with fire. Y'all getting all these turnovers and you're not doing anything with them. I say, now this momentum's going to shift. Now, what happens if you start to turn the ball over?
Right.
Because right now, everything is going in your favor. You're creating turnovers. You're getting short field, and you're not doing anything with it. Now, when this momentum flips, you start turning the ball over. Or Georgia, all of a sudden, you don't turn it over. Even if you punt the ball away, they hold you and you punt the ball away. Right. What happens when they get momentum? And you see what happened, 23-0 at the half. So the Georgia Bulldogs go on the road to Austin, take down the number 1 Longhorns 30-15. Beck did not play well, 3 interceptions. Quinn Ewers did not play well. Ewers are going to have to find a way in big, meaningful games. And I think there's one game, Alabama last year, I thought he played really, really well. He played really, really well, Ocho. But he has an injury history, and he hasn't played consistently in big games.
In big games, yeah.
So it's going to be very interesting to see. For me, after watching these guys, Cam Ward, I like Cam Ward, but it's hard to say that there's better quarterbacks that's going to be in this 2025 draft that's better than Shedeur.
No. Absolutely not. I think Shedeur is the clear number 1 favorite as far as quarterbacks are concerned. I don't see anyone probably being picked before him as far as number 1 is concerned. I think the next player after him would probably be maybe a D tackle, maybe a defensive end, maybe a right guard. Some of the big boys that have been that have been playing very well this year. But Shador is the clear favorite. He's a clear favorite. And I still think, I don't know if the injuries will play any type of part. I still think that Travis Hunter also has a chance to go.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe top 3, maybe top 5. I would like to say top 3 if we can figure out, the injuries and what's going on with them, with those.
But, Ocho, we got to factor in. That's why they don't let guys play all those snaps. Your body.
Yeah. But he young, Unc. He young.
Ocho, I don't care how young you are, Ocho. Playing 130 snaps a game is not conducive. Now think about that. He playing 130 snaps in college.
Right.
You think he gonna play 130 snaps in the NFL? Absolutely not.
No, probably
what's
not.
Ocho, what's happening to it?
Body breaking down?
Ocho, you can't play those snaps. The body.
Hold on. Wait, what injury? What is the injury? Do you know?
He hurt his shoulder.
Oh, okay. I don't think hurting your shoulder is really not a type of injury that's a reflection of
when you get tackled, you fall on the ground. When you tackle somebody, you doing that 100 times a game. Now, normally, Ocho, when you play offense, you might get hit 10 times a game if you catch the ball,
right?
Or you fall on the ground. So imagine you playing 100+ snaps, you tackling, and you getting tackled.
Yeah, those hits are magnified, right?
Yeah.
So
I think that's the biggest. Could somebody? Yeah, there have been a lot of guys that probably could have played it, but the game is sped up. It's a lot more. It's a lot more conditioning now, and he has the condition.
Right.
But you're asking someone to put that amount of snaps on his body week in and week out. That's the biggest difference, is the physicality in the NFL.
Especially at the next level. But if there's one person I would love to see do it, there's one person I would love to see prove those, I'm not going to say doubters, those that feel he can do it, I would love to see him do it. I'm sure whatever team he goes to, they're going to have some, like we've always said, I think you and Prime, Prime really won't give us an answer. I think you prefer him to play DB. I'd prefer him to be at the wide receiver position, simply from a financial standpoint, long term, with the type of money they can command when you're really, really good at what you do. I'm excited for him. He says he can do it. The fact that he believes he can, but once you got it here and believe you can do it, despite what we may think, based on the physicality of the game at the next level and how close the competition is. But when you're part of the 1%, if there's somebody I think that may be able to pull it off, even if we feel he can't, I would love to see him do it just to prove some people wrong.
Well, it's not a point that he can't. Yes, he can do it. But at what point is it a diminishing return?
Okay, I see what you mean.
At what point does the receiver, does it suffer? At what point does the DB, does it suffer? Because you want to be great, but then let's just say he's a great wide receiver, but then his defense then it hurts the defensive side. Or he's great on the defensive side and it hurts the offensive side. At some point in time, Ocho, it has to be a diminishing return.
Right. Some got to give, huh?
Some got to give, Ocho. That many, Ocho, you think about the most snaps I've ever played in the game, I think is about 93. And I'm just just offensive snaps.
Right.
Imagine playing 100+ every game, 16 games, 17 games. Ocho, that's 1,700 plays.
But
that's 2 seasons.
Yeah, it is. But when you think about it, Unc, the level of competition and of the elites that are at the NFL level, he won't be able to just take someone's position on both sides of the ball like that. That's why I think whichever.
Well, that's what we try to see. You and I are smart enough to say, okay, put him in packages. If he's gonna play. Yeah, okay, we got a couple of packages for you on the offensive side. Right. Okay, we got some defensive packages, but everybody's talking about, he gonna play both. He gonna start both offense and defense.
Hey, that's tough, boy. That's tough. That's tough. And I would like people to be a little bit more realistic. I think for us that have played the game and those that also playing the game and that are playing the game right now have a better understanding. You like the attitude of and the feeling of I can do both. But with great understanding on how good everybody really is, that's a tall task. That's a tall task, boy.
Some of the guys that he played against, Ocho, is not going to make it to the NFL.
Yeah.
Every guy he plays against on Sunday is in the NFL.
Right.
And that's what when people say, "Oh, this college team could beat a pro team."
Shit.
I say, look,
even the
you
best
do
Alabama
realize
teams.
Bama, Florida State,
LSU. Hey,
LSU.
That 2019 LSU team, put them against the worst NFL team.
They beat the hell. The NFL team will beat the hell. Them grown ass men.
Hey, we talk about Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow at
Joe
LSU.
Burrow, Edwards-Helaire.
They will get mollywopped, man. They get mollywopped.
People don't understand that that's a grown man.
Yeah.
Y'all having good time, and that was a historically great team.
It was.
But them grown men now.
It's a different ball game, boy.
Bad, please. But look, he's a phenomenal talent. He's as good a talent as I've seen. Now, I don't know how you quantify him. Like I said, I didn't pay that close of attention to some of the guys because I was playing. So I didn't have the kind of time like we have now to just watch Travis Hunter on both sides of the ball. Right. I was in the league when Champ Bailey was doing what he was doing. I was in the league when Charles Woodson was doing what he's doing. And I was in the league with Miles Jack, but I wasn't really paying attention and we didn't have a show like we have with Nightcap where we're talking about a lot of different things on a night. Basically, you got once a week we talk about something and then we moving on. But in this situation, the studying, like I said, I'm pretty close to Bo's age. I'm pretty close to Time's age. Those are the two greatest athletes that I've seen with my own eyes.
Nice, yeah. Especially Bo. Shit.
Man. And like I said, I mean, play offense and defense. I saw Time do it. I saw Time do it in the NFL. I saw him play offense and defense.
Yeah.
I saw him start. They had some packages for him. But it'd been interesting to see, next time we have Mo, we're going to ask him, do you believe you could have played an entire season playing both sides of the football? I'm talking about every snap. You know what I'm saying? Because we saw him do it.
Yeah.
Playing every snap.
He's probably going to say yeah.
he might. But now, the one thing he gonna be honest with you now.
Yeah.
He gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
He has supreme confidence in his ability, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
I mean, the hardest thing to do, most people say the hardest thing to do is to hit a baseball. The man played in a football game and went and played in a World Series game. He's hit home runs. He's hit inside the park homers, double, triple. He's picked off a pass. He's run a punt back. He's run a kickoff back. He's caught a touchdown. He's run a reverse. I mean, we ain't gonna finna doubt him because we've seen it at the highest level.
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen this man on the baseball field, Ocho, at the majors. We've seen him in Super Bowls. We've seen him be an all-pro. Like I said, he's been an all-pro at 3 different teams.
Yeah.
Only 2 other men have ever done that, T.O. and Ted and Ted Hendricks. So that takes you to the level. If I'm not mistaken, I think Time has more all-pro teams than Pro Bowl selections. Let that sink in.
That's crazy.
Like I said, Ocho, people don't realize how good Time was because you know what I'm saying, we've been so far removed from it now. So you see, you see the YouTube clips, but some things you have to be able to see through your own eyes.
With your own eyes, yeah. Hey, do you put Jordan? Do you put Jordan in that same class?
Oh yeah. You had to see.
Hold on, I'm saying being a two sport athlete, even though he tried his hand at baseball, but he wasn't good and efficient.
No.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
No. Jordan is a historically great basketball player.
But you don't give him the credit for trying his hand at baseball?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you could try. Right. I mean, yeah, he tried. I mean, but he didn't get called up to the majors. That's where the big boys are.
Yeah.
There are a lot of guys that are lifetime. It's kind of like there's a levels to this. There's the NBA, and then you can go to the G League. You can play overseas.
Right.
The NBA is the NBA. Guys play semi-pro. Well, I played semi-pro. That ain't NFL.
Right.
NFL. That's what, if you're talking about pro football, Now, there were 2 leagues when they had the USFL,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the guys, Reggie White played in the USFL.
Right.
There are a lot of guys that played that came over and had Sam Mills, rest his soul. He started in the USFL, the field mouse. There are a lot of guys that played in there, but people didn't look at them. Jim Kelly, Warren Moon, they're guys. But when you got your cred, you know what I'm saying? You got your cred, Ocho, when you came
boys.
to the NFL.
Yeah.
You get your cred when it says NBA, MLB.
Right.
And congratulations to the Yankee, Soto, 3-1 homer, top of the 10, 2 outs, 2 strikes. Yeah.
He came in clutch, huh?
Did he?
Yeah, I missed that one.
Hey, all I know is it's gonna cost about $500 million too.
Hey, hold on. What's the series? What, 3-1?
Oh, they're in the World Series, and so now they're waiting on the Dodgers. The Dodgers and the Dodgers and the Mets.
And the Guardians.
No, they beat the Guardians. The Yankees just put the Guardians out.
Well, who the
The Mets and the Dodgers.
Okay. Well, hold on. The Dodgers is up like what, 2-3-1-2, huh?
Yeah, 3-1. Yeah. Nah, 3-2. 3-2. Yeah.
Hey, can you imagine that? A Dodgers and Yankees World Series? That's gonna be a good game 7 there, boy.
You got New York, you got LA. You can't get anything better than that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get anything better than that.
Yeah. Listen,
it's like the Lakers and the Celtics.
Oh yeah, like old school
in the 80s when you got Bird and Magic.
Mm-hmm. You know, I'm not much of a baseball fan. I don't watch baseball much, but I'm glad to see. I'm not sure if the Steinbrenner is still the owner or, you know.
Yeah, his son.
Oh, he is. I'm glad to see that.
Hank and Hal.
You pay to play. I'm glad to see pouring that money into the team is finally paying off.
That's always they do. The Yankees are the one thing you can never accuse the Yankees of. Being cheap. They ain't paying no money. They've always paid money. Yeah. They went out and got Dave Winfield. They went and got Reggie Jackson. Mm-hmm. They go get Randy Johnson. They will spend the money.
Yeah. Well, now
yes.
Paying off this
Mr.
year.
Steinbrenner.
Yeah.
He's always been like that. If I'm not mistaken, he brought the Yankees from the CBS in 73 for like $7 million.
That's it?
Boy, you know how much $7 million was back in the 70s? That's it.
I mean, when you think about it, you think $7 million, like in today's time.
Yeah, it's 1973.
And I ain't mean no disrespect to those that are watching. I ain't mean to casually just say that's it like that. I apologize.
No, but they've always spent money. They always have. Mm-hmm. They always will because they want to win.
Yeah,
they want to win, and ain't nobody And could they like stuff their pockets with money? Sure.
Yeah.
He passed whatever trait that is that Mr. Steinbrenner had, he passed it down to his son because they'll spend money. Now they just spent $40 million, $360 million for 9 years for Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
They spent $355 on the pitcher. They're about to spend $500 on Soto.
Juan,
maybe $6.
Yeah, Juan, nice.
Maybe $6. So
whoa. 6 might be a little steep now. But if you got to think, what's the name? If Ohtani just got 10 years, $700 million, the fact that he got $700 million is the fact that he can do so much. He's stealing bases. He can go out there and strike. He can go out there and get you some strikeouts. And he a slugger.
Well, he ain't struck out nobody this year.
Slugger.
Miguel Soto gonna get $550, $600 million.
Juan Soto.
I keep saying Miguel. Yeah. Juan Soto gonna get $550, $600. Ocho.
Do you think he gonna stay with the Yankees or he gonna go somewhere else?
Who got the most money? Because listen, the way baseball players are,
right?
They want to keep the market going.
Yeah,
they go into the highest bidder.
Right.
Now the Yankees did something very unique with Judge. They offered Judge like 8 years, $270.
Right.
He said, "Nah, I'm good." He played it out. He had that MVP season.
Right.
And they gave him something very few Yankees have ever had. They put that C on his jersey. Captain.
Yeah.
Now, there's been a lot of captains, but when you captain of the Yankees, that's a whole different ball game. That's different. Ain't a whole lot of men that wore that C, had that C on the pinstripe.
Hey, did one of the greatest shortstops of all
time. Jeter was captain. He was the last captain,
right? Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I think Thurman Munson was a captain. Probably DiMaggio.
Right.
Yeah, but you talk about epic names when you talk about Yankees captains.
Right.
Probably Gehrig. Probably
That's dope.
Ruth.
That's dope. That's live.
I don't think DiMaggio was. I know it wasn't. It couldn't have been Mantle, not as much as he partied.
Mickey Mantle.
Yeah.
He used to party.
What? He said if he knew he was going to live so long, he'd have took better care of himself. Lou Gehrig, Don Madden, yeah, Donnie Baseball, Judge, not Judge, obviously, and Jeter. Was Thurman Munson captain? He died in a plane crash. I remember him. He was the catcher. Ron Guidry, okay. Yeah. I don't know him. You going way back now. I remember Willie Randolph, the second baseman. I remember Ron Guidry. Oh, no. I don't know. You going too far back now. All right, Ocho.
Yeah.
Colorado is one game away from being bowl eligible.
Yeah.
George Sanders went 23 of 33 passing, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, a rushing touchdowns with 2 interceptions. Travis Hunter started after injuring his shoulder against Kansas State. But with the 28-3 lead, he sat out the entire second half to rest that shoulder. The Buffaloes improved to 5-2 with a win today.
Well, them boys ain't been 5-2 since 2014, man. I think 2014, something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, they look good today, man. They look like a completely different team. They could have put up more points than they did, too. They could have put up more points than they did. And you say they're bowl eligible with one more win, right?
You got to get to 6.
They just beat Arizona. Who do they have next? Do you know?
I don't. Who's on the schedule? Do they play Arizona State this year? Cincinnati. They got Cincinnati at home.
Okay, that's a dub.
What? Texas Tech. Texas Tech got trounced today.
Texas Tech, they not good this year, huh?
They throw the ball around.
Yeah, they always been like that. So hell, the Buffs got a chance to go 7-2.
Yeah. The score was 28-7. Colorado was up 28-7 at the half. And so Travis Hunter, Coach Prime gave him the rest of the day off. They're doing a great job. They're attacking the quarterback. If you look at it, 1, 3, 4, 5, 7. Looked like they had they had 7 sacks, 7 tackle for losses. Defense is doing a great job. They ran the football, Ocho. They ran the football, 39 rushes, 148 yards. Webster had another big day receiving the ball, 8 for $127, 23. They had 23 completions for 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, and they ran the ball. This is one of the times, Ocho, when you look at it, they had more rushing attempts than passing attempts.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? When you're running the ball efficient like that, and you're gashing teams like that, it balances out the playbook. You can do what you want to. You can do what you want to do in the pass game when you know you can run the ball. It makes everything easier. Everything easier.
Oh, Texas Tech ain't that bad. They are 5-2. BYU sits atop the conference at 4-0, tied with Iowa State at 4-0. K-State is 3-1. They 6-1. Texas Tech is 3-1 in the conference. Cincinnati is 3-1 in the conference. Colorado is 3-1 in the conference. 7-0, 7-0, 6-1, 5-2, 5-2, 5-2. Kansas State has the advantage because they already beat Colorado.
Colorado, yeah.
So with this game, hey, they can do some damage. Win against Cincinnati today. It seems to me that they get better. They just can't have that low because remember what they did to UCF, Ocho? They went down there and they dominated, most complete game. Even Coach Prime came on and said this was our most complete game.
Right.
And then the next week, all of a sudden, they forgot how to attack, stop the run, and how to protect Shador. So hopefully, they like, you know what? This is how we got to where we needed to be. Let's continue this. But the defensive line, they were attacking today. They did an unbelievable job. 7 sacks, 7 tackle for losses. Yeah, you can win with that.
Yeah,
You
most
definitely
definitely.
can win with that, Ocho.
And one thing to take note, and no disrespect to them, but also the Arizona offensive line really ain't what it should be.
Yeah, true.
It really ain't what it should be. So that's why it looked like that. So if they can continue the same thing when they do play Cincinnati, if that's the next game, now we talking.
Right. Well, Cincinnati, they won today. I think they beat Arizona State, and the coach was upset at the kicker. So I'm holding open trials for anybody that want to kick.
Listen, very few times do coaches just be honest and tell the media exactly how they truly feel. Most answers or most comments are always politically correct. And listen, it's kind of sad or bad in a way. You know, they'll talk about the coach for that, but hey, that's how you feel.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna talk about that later. Coach said, "Look here, if you can kick a football or kick ass, come on out here, come on out here, try. Come on out here and try, don't you?" But Coach Prime's Colorado Buffaloes get to 5-2 with a very impressive 34-7 win over Arizona. On Friday, former President Obama attended a campaign rally in Tucson, Arizona, said he saw buses for Colorado football team at the airport. President Obama said, "Colorado got a couple of good players. I also know you guys have beaten them twice in a row. Don't bet against the Wildcats tomorrow." Buffalo win prompted the reporters to ask Coach Prime about former President Obama's comments. I love him. I admire him. I respect him tremendously. But I heard what he said. We have more than a few good players. Come on, Prez. Come on, Prez.
That's live.
Oh, boy. Tennessee, the Volunteers dropped the Alabama Crimson Tide to 5-2. It's the first time since 2007, Coach Saban's first year there, that they've lost 2 games before November. Yeah. October can't end soon enough for Kalen DeBoer. The number 7 Alabama, first loss to Vanderbilt, then a narrow win against South Carolina, and today a 24-17 loss to Tennessee could doom this Crimson Tide's hopes for playing the SEC championship game and reaching the college football playoff. The Tide managed just 64 yards rushing against Tennessee, talented defensive front. Jalen Milroe tossed a pair of interceptions, including one in the final minutes that sealed the Volunteer win. Ocho, he needs to understand his team isn't good enough to overcome his mistakes.
Well, not only that, hell, that goddamn Tennessee, forget the offensive line that wouldn't allow Alabama to rush. The goddamn secondary. That was more surprising to me how well the secondary played against Ryan Williams and the rest of those receivers that Alabama has. They was on them boys like white on rice out there, man. Every week we watch Alabama play, there's always been a receiver with a highlight. Some 50-yard touchdown, 70-yard touchdown, short stuff, taking short routes, intermediate routes, taking them to the house. There was none of that today, bro. There was none of that today. And then on top of the turnovers and not really being able to move the ball like you like or put up points like we're used to seeing Alabama do, man, kudos to that Tennessee defense. Matter of fact, kudos to that Tennessee secondary. They played well. They played real well.
At some point, for a second there, I thought Milroe was punting the ball. The way it was coming out of the the way it was looking. Did you punt that or you threw it?
Yeah. Hey, they was on him, huh?
Ocho, but he's staring receivers down, bro. You can't do that. I promise you, if you stare a receiver down in the NFL, you're gonna complete under 50% of your passes.
Yeah, well, shit, or it's going the other way, one or the other. But Unc, it's hard now. It's hard when you're getting hit to be able to get the ball, and your eyes supposed to be on the safety.
True.
And just to hold the safety there before you make your throw. Now, when you're shaking, you got happy feet. You want to see your target right away, so you can complete the pass.
And that guy jumped off sides. I don't know how they didn't call that a penalty, Ocho.
Yeah.
But that defensive Ocho.
Yeah.
He was past the tackle, and Milroe hadn't even got the ball.
Oh yeah. I don't know what they were looking at.
I don't know either. He must have had a Tennessee as part of his parlay. Nah, I'm just kidding, man. Nah. But I do think that was, I think most people think that was a procedure, that he was offside in a situation like that. I was shocked
Ray
they
Charles
didn't blow it
saw
dead.
that.
Yeah. I was surprised that they didn't blow it dead. But Milroe has to play better. If you go back and look at the games, 2 turnovers against Vanderbilt. Last week, similar situation against Carolina. They could have easily lost that game. Again, another 2 turnovers today. He has to play a clean game, Ocho, because they're not good enough to overcome his mistakes.
Yeah.
They're just not. And he needs to understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's not looking good. Alabama lost 2 games, and it's not November yet. But I kind of felt they were in trouble when they lost to Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Looking at their schedule, I like they still got to go to Tennessee. They still got to go to LSU.
Ooh.
They still got the Iron Bowl with Auburn. They still got Ole Miss. Could they lose? Boy, Alabama lose 4 games in the season?
I mean, it could happen. You think? Listen,
it absolutely could happen.
Yeah, it could happen. I don't know who's scheduled worse as far as the gauntlet is concerned. The Cowboys with they next 5 coming up, or Alabama with their next 4 coming up. Shoot, both is looking real grim.
Yes.
I don't even know what grim mean, but
bleak,
it sounds
bad,
sick.
Not good.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, it's but I'm surprised given that he started, last year and how he picked it up and how he played well. He started the season off, kind of reverted back.
Right.
But this is not a good look, bro. The number 6 Miami Hurricanes keep winning close ones, beating Louisville 52-45. The Hurricanes' 3rd in the ACC win in a row by 1 possession. Cam Ward keeps putting up Heisman Trophy worthy numbers. After losing 3 interceptions and wins against Virginia Tech and Cal, he stayed clean against the Cardinals, hitting 21 of 32 passes, 319 yards, 4 touchdowns while adding 29 yards on the ground. Ward continues to lead Power 4 with 27 combined scores. He's going to have numbers, and they're going to have impressive resume as far as wins, Ocho. 52, I think this is the 4th time this season that they've scored 50 points or more, which is a program record. I think Cam Ward has 6 or 7 consecutive 300-yard passing games, which is also a program record. So he's doing what he needs to do,
right,
in order for them to keep his name in that Heisman Trophy, Heisman Trophy conversation. Now, Genty, Ocho, it's just gonna be hard. He rushes for 2,500, 2,700 yards.
What he had today? Or they was on a bye?
I think they're on a bye. I mean, he's on a pace to. I mean, put it like this: not saying he's going to continue, but he's ahead of the pace that Barry was on when he rushed for 26-28.
Right. He could probably get it. He can probably get it. I would love to see if he was in what did Alabama them? What
SEC.
Conference? I would love to see if he was in the SEC. Would you still be able to put up those type of numbers in that type of conference?
Yeah, probably not. I still think he'd be really good.
Yeah, he'd be really good. I just want to see what his numbers would look like.
Well, they tried. I mean, there's some team programs that tried to lure him away, put him in the, give him NIL money, but he stayed.
He stayed anyway?
He stayed.
Boy, you better than me, boy.
Yeah.
You better than me. All I need, give me a charger. Give me a charger and I'm good.
Yeah. Hey, give me something. I tell somebody, hey, my grandma need a refrigerator and a deep freezer. And then I'm going to tell the other school, y'all need to build a house around that refrigerator and deep freezer. So we going to be straight. We got appliances already hooked up, Ocho.
Hell no.
Man, please. Hey, the way we struggling too?
Yeah.
Oh, man, Ocho, hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, it was rough on Mary Port and her family.
Oh, yeah.
And if I could have made it easy, hey, somebody say, hey, Shannon, we got 100,000 NIL money. Bye.
You out of there.
Huh?
Well, you know how much 100,000 was back then?
Back in the 80s?
Boy, stop.
And you know, hey, the phone bill get to be like $75 or $100. It's all for the month. We could pay that. Baby, man, please. Hell nah.
Hey.
Mm-mm.
Hey, that's funny.
Hey, my grandma working, she working all them jobs, cleaning people houses. I got to see my grandma go clean somebody's house and bathe, and bathe people and all kind of hell. Man, I'm telling you, I'm gone.
Out of there. Quick.
I mean, what the hell am I doing it for?
Right. Yeah, you right.
All somebody giving me NIL money, Ocho, or somebody giving me a bag, all they did was speed the process up because I'm doing this for her anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
All you did was, hey, you instead of having to wait to 1990, you sped it up. You got me there a year or two quicker.
Yeah.
Man, please. I'm gone. Gone. But, you know, I tell you what, my brother had an opportunity to come out his junior year. And I remember having a conversation with him. He said, man, you know, what you think? He said, they tell me I'm going to be a first-round pick. And I remember having this conversation with him. I said, Spank, we've been broke all our life. I said, we've been going hungry. Another year ain't going to kill us.
Hey, sure ain't.
If you say you'll be a first-round pick, it's probably going to be middle to later in the first. And they say the next year you could be a top 10. I'm good.
Right.
I eat the sausage and potted meat one another year.
One more year? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
Sure will. I've been going outside to the bathroom for 19 years. Another year ain't gonna kill me.
Ain't gonna hurt. Yeah.
Nope. Done got rained on. It's thunder and lightning. It's cold. Go right on up out there, Ocho. Another year ain't gonna kill us, bro. Go back to school. We'll lay right up in the house, see the sun, see the moon. It rained. Hey.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Who else we got? Brady Cook returns from the hospital to lead the number 19 Tigers, Missouri Tigers, to a comeback win over Auburn. Cook went to the hospital for an MRI, but later returned in the third quarter with Missouri down 17-6. Cook immediately led Missouri on his first touchdown drive of the game. Redshirt freshman Jamal Roberts finished things with a 4-yard scoring plunge. As Missouri defense stifled Auburn on 4th and 18 with less than 10 seconds left on the clock to secure the win. Cook returned, and the fact that it looks like he'll be okay moving forward is huge for the Tigers. I ain't never seen nothing like this, Ocho.
He pulled that Paul Pierce, huh? Wheelchair, MRI, come back in and act a fool.
Yeah.
But you know how long an MRI take, Unc?
Yeah, I do. I've had several of these badass hips.
Hey, man, buddy went and got an MRI and came back and went crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know how long it took. It reminds me of a situation, rest his soul, Goose. Man.
Syracuse?
Yeah, man. Goose. Check this out, man. Goose, we playing in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And I know the fans of Baltimore know y'all remember this. Man, Goose got hit. Goose can't move. So they come out there, they put a board up on his big ass and get him out the field. Goose leaving the ambulance.
Right. Wait, he left in the ambulance?
Next thing you know, Goose come running back out on the field. I said, man, I said, come on, man. Man.
Hey, what was wrong with him?
Nothing. You probably had to go to the bathroom.
Hey, well, that's funny, man. Goddamn Tony.
Man, Goose, man, look here. Goose was always doing something. Man, they had to get Goose one time. Lamar did that also against Cleveland. Man, Goose had to go to the bathroom. Goose said, whatever you do, don't roll me over. Goose kept some bull jive going. He really did. Man, I say, man, first of all, ain't nowhere in hell now, especially an NFL game, they cart you off the field, Ocho. They gonna let you come back in the game.
Oh no.
Man, but the thing back, I think about some of the stuff that we did that they allowed.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
It wouldn't
Ain't
work.
no way they allow you to do that now.
Mm-mm.
Nope. 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 Mm-mm. Because I remember I knocked myself out in the game against the Patriots on a Monday night.
Right.
Missed like 2 quarters. Man, they got
Okay.
late in the ball game. They talk about, hey, Sharpe, we need you. Because they took my helmet at first.
Oh, you went back in?
The game got close. Hey, I'm holding 3 fingers up. How many fingers I got up? 3. Let's go. You good? I went right on back. Y'all go look it up. I went right on back out there, Ocho.
Hell no. Hey, that's funny.
Yeah, man. But that was unbelievable. I'm glad everything worked out for Brady Cook.
Yeah.
Left the game, goes and gets an MRI, team down, comes back into the game, leads them to a victory. That was very, very impressive. Arizona State coach Kenny Dillingham posted an apology on social media Saturday night for his post-game criticism of kicker Ian Hershey. The kicker missed 2 fourth-quarter kicks as the Sun Devil tried to mount a comeback against Cincinnati. Dillingham said Sunday the team would be holding kicking trials on Monday. Our kicking game is atrocious. So if you can kick and you're in Arizona State, email me, right? We're going to have kicking trials on Monday. So bring it on. Kicking trials Monday. Let's go. Yeah, I'm dead serious. We're going to put it out there on social media. We're going to have a kicking trial on Monday. We're going to find somebody who can make a field goal. It makes it even harder late in games when you're clearly a kick scenario. That's when it gets really hard because you're like, hey, it's clearly a kick. You know, definitely you want to take the points here. There's no doubt in your mind. Dillingham later apologized. I would like to apologize for my post-game press conference. I talked about our kicking game like I do offense and defense. However, the kicking game is always directed at one player. I should not have done that, and I apologize. A team loses, as we always, 100% falls on myself. Sun Devil for life.
Hell nah. You don't fall on no goddamn yourself. It's the kicker's fault. It's okay. It's okay to tell the truth sometimes. You have one job. The kicker has one job. You go out there to practice, you do one thing all practice for 2 hours. Kick the goddamn ball.
Yeah.
Sometimes the game is on your shoulders. You have to kick the ball to win the game. In this instance, you want to take the points, you miss field goals to make the game closer. Maybe you might have had a chance to win at some point. You never know. You got to make your kicks. That's all you do. Hell, if you don't goddamn scholarship, they wasted a scholarship on you as a kicker and you're missing the goddamn kicks. If you're at the next level and you miss the kicks, you know what's going to happen to you?
What that?
Shit, you're going to get cut. Or
For sure.
They're going to find somebody else that's going to make them. Mm-hmm. You know, you don't need to apologize for that because all this does is get that individual, if he's choosing to be a kicker at the next level, this is how it's going to be. It ain't going to be no speech like that to the media. Ain't going to be no speech like that. It's your stuff going to be packed up in the goddamn locker and they're not going to let you in. Your gate code ain't going to work at the next level.
Well, you do realize like college, the scholarship is not for 4 years. That thing gets renewed every year.
Oh, yeah. Come on now.
Because I know there are a lot of guys that came in with me. The ones that didn't leave.
Yeah.
Once we got and started doing 2-a-days, because like I said, Ocho, we ran before practice.
Right.
Because Coach Davis told us we had like 120 guys out there. And Coach Davis said, I got 60 uniforms. He said, I got to trim the fat.
Right.
Boy, I couldn't go home.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't working in the field. I was done with the field job. I saw my uncles and I saw men that was 20 and 30 years older than me. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not finna do this. I'm not finna be working no job, making $20, $30 a day for the rest of my life with no benefits. Right. And if I don't work, I need me a salary job. Mm-hmm. Even if I don't show up, I'm going to get paid. You know, when you work no job like that, Ocho, you don't show up, you don't get paid.
Oh, you don't get paid, yeah.
It rained out, it rained. Oh, we can't go today. Right. I don't get no check. I ain't got no insurance. So I was like, that ain't me. I ain't leaving.
Right.
I ain't leaving because I knew there was nothing back home that was better for me than what I had at Savannah State.
Oh, yeah.
So, but Coach Davis said, look, some of y'all ain't going to be here next year. He just said, I know what y'all going to do. Y'all going to go home and you're going to tell your mom and dad, Coach Davis effed over me. But when they come in my office and say, you effed over my son, I'm going to pull the tape out and I'm going to show them. I'm going to say, see, your son effing over me.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Simple.
Yeah.
It's really that simple. Bro, it ain't complicated, Ocho.
It's not.
You got a job to do it.
That's it.
Man, you know, everybody ain't perfect. Okay. You need to be more perfect than not. I ain't saying you got to be perfect all the time, but you better be more perfect than not.
God damn, at least 90%.
So I don't know what y'all want me to tell you, because this hey, either get Barney Porter, get good or get gone. You got two choices. You can get good, excuse me. You can get good or you can get gone.
Yeah.
Now, which one you want to do?
Yeah. And especially when it comes to this game, there's always someone that can replace you.
Name the job, Ocho.
Always.
Name the job that there's not somebody lined up to replace who's ever currently in that job.
Every time.
Whether you're president of the United States, you're a senator, you whatever the case may be, you're a minister at a big church. I guarantee you there are people lined up to get that position.
Yeah. So
you think as a professional athlete, for a second, take professional aside. Name the job. There isn't a job that there isn't people lined up to replace somebody in said job.
Yeah.
So if you think you will get, oh man, you know what? No, bro. When you making money to do something,
right.
I ain't trying to hear all them damn excuses. I'm really not.
Yeah. I don't think coach should apologize. If anything, listen, that's tough love. That's tough love. That's getting you ready for the next level. Because there ain't gonna be no apologies when you make mistakes like that in the real world. Ain't no apologies.
Hell no.
Ain't no apologies. Sometimes you got one chance to mess up. Sometimes you don't have an opportunity to miss 2 field goals.
No.
Sometimes you don't even get that chance. Oh, you missed 2? Okay, boom, you gone.
Like I said, Ocho, when you grow up like we grew up, and I had to learn this, because a lot of how you raise your kids is how your parents or grandparents raised you.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me because, and like Coach Prime, this is why Coach Prime is a great teacher. He says, because you can't see those kids as you. And he doesn't do that. My grandfather was not big on repeating himself.
One time.
He said, I'm not going to chew this food twice. I'm like, you going to chew that food more than twice? Or you going to try to chew some food twice and swallow and see what happened to you?
Right.
But what he meant, he wasn't going to repeat himself.
Right.
And I remember a conversation he had with my grandmother. And she said, Barney, don't be so hard on him. He's just a little fella. I was young, Ocho, but like I said, my grandfather died when I was in 77, so I was 8 years old. He died in February. I was going to turn 9 in June. And she said, Barney, don't be so hard on him. He's just a little fella. He said, Mary, he said, he has to get what I'm telling him the first time. He said, Mary, we live on a farm. He's going to be around heavy machinery. He's going to be around these animals that are dangerous. He said, Mary, I might not get a second chance. I need him to understand the importance of what I'm saying.
Right.
And as I got older, I understood, because I saw a man, Mr. Joe Tatum, who was the guy that we worked for. We worked for the Tatum brothers, but then they ended up splitting off. And he would always tell us, he's like, Pee Wee, my name was Pee Wee. I know y'all guys can't believe it, but I was really small as a young fella, so they called me Pee Wee. My cousin, his name was Sundown. That was his nickname, Sundown, because he look up there and it's like, Mr. Joe, it's time to get off. The sun going down. So they called him Sundown. But he would always tell us is that never come up like the tractor had a call, what they call a PTO that powered all the equipment. He says, boys, never come up to the back of the tractor like this, because something bad could happen. You ain't got to tell me something, but something bad can happen. I'm good. Ocho, we in the field one day, and I never forget dude named Fred. I forget Fred's last name.
Damn.
He came up there the back of the PTO equipment. He had on some frayed jeans. It got caught up in that thing. You could hear it splitting his jeans. After the next thing you know, Ocho, all you could do. I'm looking at it because it's from me to this camera. I'm looking. Next thing I know, he got his foot in his hand. Took his foot off just like that. You see guys in a grinder lose a finger.
Yeah.
So that's why people like, well, Shannon, bro, that's just the way we grew up.
Right.
And it was hard for me to get out of that. And I'd realized, Shannon, you can't raise your kids like you were raised because it's different. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hard for me to get out of that. And I was like, you know what? It took a while though, because their mom was like, Shannon, they're kids. I said, I know they're kids. And I say, I wouldn't be as hard on them if they will stay kids forever.
Mm.
If they will stay between the ages of 4 and 10,
right,
no problem. But what happens when they get 16? What happens when they get 25? So when people's like, it's a mistake. No, bro. No, I ain't trying to hear all that. I'm really not Ocho. And I'm hard on me. I beat myself up when I do, like, I make a mistake. And that's the hardest thing, Ocho, because I understand we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. All I try to do, Ocho, is I try to shoot for the stars.
Mm-hmm.
And even if I land on the moon, I'm still pretty high up.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And that's the hardest thing. And so I get what Coach Dillingham is saying, and I understand that. Like, that's why you got to be careful, Ocho, when you upset, because three people to tell you the truth: kids, drunks, and angry people. When a mofo get mad at you, watch how they start talking to see how they talk about you.
Tell you everything you want.
Oh, that B. Oh, so you think I'm a B, huh?
Tell you everything. Tell you everything they be thinking every time.
A drunk mind, a drunk mouth is a sober mind's thought.
Mm.
So whatever you say, Ocho, when you drunk, you thought about when you were sober. Whatever you do while you drunk, you thought about it while you were sober. That's how it comes to your consciousness.
See, I like that. I don't drink, but I'm finna write that down. A drunk mind.
Yeah.
But that's a good one there. A drunk mind. I don't drink, but real be motherfucking drinking. So next time she gets slick at the mouth, I just know a drunk mind is a sober mind's thoughts.
I was like, bro. So Ocho, you got to be careful. You have to be careful, because a lot of times, you know what people do? They try to disguise how they truly feel in jokes.
Mm.
Man, I'm just playing.
Right.
Okay.
Little envy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you play it. I don't play like that. Everybody don't play the same.
No.
I don't play with Teddy like I play with Titus. 2 different situations.
Mm-hmm.
2 different dogs.
Right.
I had a dog, Ocho. You couldn't look him in his eyes. He would bite you. I would have to put him up. You couldn't come through the house running. I had a dog. I had to put him up. For whatever reason, he did not like my father. He was my stepfather, but we called him Pops.
Right.
We had to put him up. Because the whole while Pops was sitting on the couch, all you hear is, the whole while. 2 dog, Kane, called him Big Daddy. Big Daddy. He'd be like, and when I say, and he know, because as soon as I say, Big Daddy, let's go, he hop up and go. Because he know he ain't want no parts of it.
Right.
You couldn't walk up on me. That's how they were. You could not walk up on me. I had a dog named what was his name? His name was Samson. We called him Bo. You couldn't hug me. Girlfriend couldn't hug me. He would bite you.
For real?
He would light their ass up. Bucket, when Bucket got ready to leave, Bucket gave me dap. I said, Bucket, you can't dap your homeboy up. He's like, man, come. Ask Bucket. Next time you see Bucket, ask him what Bo do if you dap hug me.
Hell
so
no.
Everybody don't play the same.
Right.
But Ocho, check this out. And now for our next segment. Oh, we got graphic. Damn. Ocho, now it's time for our next segment, Landscaping the Field, brought to us by our friends at Scott's Lawn Care. Bet you didn't know, Ocho, fall is the perfect time to feed your lawn. Give your lawn a boost with Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard. Recover from the summer, prep for the winter. Scott's Winter Guard puts your grass on the road to recovery from damage caused by the summer heat. Feed your lawn Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard this fall to build strong, deep roots for a better lawn next spring. Repair from summer fun, strengthen for the winter. Prepares for spring, secures your fall fun for you. Pick up a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. Feed your lawn. Feed it. Ocho, our top 10 results are: number 1, Texas loses to number 5, Georgia, 30-15. The number 2, Oregon Ducks, 35. Purdue Boilermakers, zilch. Penn State, Ohio State were on byes. The Miami Hurricanes, 52. Louisville, 45. Alabama, number 7, Alabama, loses to number 11, Tennessee, 24-14. The number 8, LSU Tigers, Bengal Tigers, beat Arkansas 24-10. 24 with 34? Oh. Well, who put 24 up there? yeah. As you go, she don't put 24. It's 34. That ain't what you wrote up here. 34-10. Iowa State, UFC is in progress. Isn't that game over?
Yeah.
Iowa State come back and won 38-35, right? And 38-35, Iowa State won, and Clemson won 48-31 of Virginia. Ocho,
yo,
ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
How many times are we going to watch these college kids do something spectacular only to let the ball go at the 1-yard line?
Listen, I can't even talk trash. I can't even say nothing. Tell Ash, send it to you real quick. Fiesta Bowl, 2000. Oregon State versus Notre Dame. I'm going down the sideline. I scored, man, it might have been 70, 60-some yards. What you think I did before I crossed the goal line?
Drop the ball?
Dropped the ball, but I left the ref so far behind, they couldn't even see it. So I can't even chastise the player that did it for goddamn, it was UCF, right?
UCF.
Listen, I can't even talk trash because I did the same goddamn thing when I was in college. Right before I crossed the line.
Guess what, Ocho? They lost 38-35. Guess what that touchdown would have done?
That touchdown would have, man, listen. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt.
But y'all keep doing it. You keep hoping you're going to make Sports Center, but you're making it for a different reason.
Right.
Guess what? That's on your resume. That's forever. When they go top 10 plays of not top 10 plays.
Bonehead plays.
You on there.
Yeah. Yeah. So he did it. Deshaun Jackson did it.
Deshaun Jackson, if I'm not mistaken, did it in high school.
Oh, he did it in high school and college?
At the Army All-American, with the Army All-American game. And he did it again in 2008 on Monday night against the Cowboys. So he didn't learn his lesson from high school. He said, you know what? I'm going to skip college. I'm going to bring it back when I get to the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I never forget that, bro. I got lucky.
Ocho, what game tonight had the biggest playoff implication?
The biggest playoff implications? Probably that Alabama loss. That probably has the biggest playoff implications. Listen, they coming off their second loss. They cut off their second loss. They still got to play LSU sometime in November. They still, after LSU, they still have 2 more ranked teams.
Yeah. They got LSU and they still got Ole Miss. And they got Auburn in the Iron Bowl.
And you know what? For Alabama, unless the quarterback play becomes better and you don't turn the ball over and you get a running game with some of these ranked teams that you are going to play, it's looking real bad. It's looking real bad for Alabama, boss.
Well,
real bad.
The only thing they can really hope for is that I just don't see it, Ocho. Yeah. I think it's more probable. It's more probable than not.
Right.
That they lose 4 games and miss the SEC and miss the college football playoff, that they run the table and make the SEC championship game and make the college football playoff. I think the first is more probable. I think they lose at least, at bare minimum, 2 more games.
2 more or 3?
At least 2.
Okay.
LSU, Ole Miss.
Ugh. Oh man, it just don't seem like Alabama, just the thought of seeing Alabama struggle, it doesn't even look right on TV. It don't even look right. Like it's weird. It's weird just seeing an offense that we're used to seeing receivers go crazy week in and week out, which they have been doing. But to see what Tennessee was able to do to Alabama today defensively, man, they couldn't run the ball. They couldn't throw the ball. I mean, it was Nathaniel, nothing.
Tua is aiming to return to practice on Wednesday, and if all goes well, we could see him start Week 8 against the Cardinals.
That's what I
Mike
told you.
McDaniel told players that Tua practice window will open Wednesday, and the quarterback intends to participate. Barring any setbacks, Tua would be in line to start October 27th. Tua suffered his third concussion in 2 years, and the Dolphins' Week 2 loss against the Bills. His latest brain injury prompted several renewed calls for him to consider retiring to protect his health. But after consulting with independent neurologists, he has no intention of retiring.
I told you he wasn't retiring anyway. So man ain't retiring, man. I understand health is a sole focal point that the team and the doctors want to focus on, but as a competitor, as a warrior, as a Uso, it's not in him. And then also being able to prove to all the doubters that you are worthy of the contract that you just signed. Oh, you think he gonna hang it up? No, as a competitor, he's just not, despite the health risks that are at hand.
It's tough.
Yeah,
and
very,
I get it.
very.
I mean, maybe had I known the seriousness of concussions that we know now,
right,
maybe I would rethink some of the things that I did, Ocho.
Right.
But we didn't know 20 years ago
No.
what we know now. And guess what? 20 years from now, they'll know more than what they know now.
Mm-hmm.
But Ocho, let me tell you something. Without your help, all the money in the world. Think about how much money people spend trying to be healthy, trying to be young, trying to look young.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the money. And when it comes down to it, what do you want?
Yeah.
Help. Think about that.
Yeah.
All the money. 30 billion, 50 billion, 100 billion. And everybody wants to be healthy at the end. So the question that you have to ask yourself, somebody having to bathe you in your 20s or early 30s, somebody having to do everything for you in your 20s or 30s. You don't even know your family in your 20s and 30s. I get it, Ocho. You and I both played. And I can only imagine, I had a brother had it taken from him. The doctor was straight up honest with my brother.
Right.
He told him, he said, son, if you was my son, I would advise you not to play. I would advise you not to play. He said, you got off lucky. He says, I'm not so sure the next time you'll be this lucky. He said, you're very lucky you're not a paraplegic. Very. No, he said a quadriplegic. Say, you extremely lucky, son. That's all my brother needed to hear.
Right.
I get it. Boy, hey, I'm going to take a lot of time before I make that decision, Ocho.
That's
because
tough.
Guess what? You know what happens, Ocho. When you get one, it's easy to get another one.
Yeah. Like in boxing.
And Ocho, he ain't getting concussions. Ocho, he ain't getting concussions when I got dinged a little bit. Let's go to the tent. He getting concussions. They taking his ass to the locker room immediately. He's out for the rest of the game. He's going stiff.
Yeah.
Fingers curled, hands stuck.
Yeah.
That's traumatic brain injury.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's his decision to make.
Yeah, I said
You gather
that's
as
it.
much information as you possibly can. You sit around with your family, friends, and loved ones, the people that you count on, that you trust, and you try to make the best informed decision. But the 3 concussions that he had, Ocho, those are not dinged.
No, they
Where, where you, Ocho, they coming to get him.
well,
You saw Ocho. You saw him in Cincinnati.
yeah, and in
You
Buffalo.
saw him in Buffalo.
Yeah.
He got dinged. Ocho, he got dinged the week before Cincinnati. And they talk about it was his wrist, it was his ankle. And then you put him right back out there on a Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, excuse me, that was a Sunday. You put him right back on the field on a Thursday. I just, man, what's that? What they call that the concussion cap?
The guardian cap.
The guardian cap. Put the guardian cap on. I know it's ugly, but hey,
If it can help, wear it. That's if it can help.
I mean, that's the thing, though, Ocho. I mean, just like I said, man, he get in that position. You see the hand, fingers crooked. You see the arm stiff. That's
Yeah, I forgot what it's actually called, but
well, you get in that position. It's called posturing. I think that's the term that they use, the medical term.
Mm-hmm.
Though Coach Tomlin continued to remain mum on the Steelers starting quarterback plan for Sunday night, George Pickens seemingly confirmed Russell Wilson would make his first start of the season against the New York Jets. When asked whether he's been working with Wilson extra during practice, Pickens said, yeah, we've been getting on the same page after practice, throwing more than usual because it's his first start.
Right.
But a half an hour before Pickens' interview, Mike Tomlin declined to reveal anything about the plan when asked whether he was ready to name a starter. It happens, Ocho. It slipped out.
Georgia fool, boy.
Hey.
He ain't know no better.
But here's the thing. That's where Mike Tomlin, you say, look, guys, we're going to keep a lid on this.
Yeah.
Russell's going to start.
Yeah.
Well, you don't need to tell Russell if he's taking the first team reps, we know who the hell going to start.
Right.
Ocho, honest mistake. I opened my big old mouth. Mm-hmm. Who we playing? We was playing somebody. John didn't play. And they asked, when did you know John was going to start? Oh, we knew all week. Hell, he didn't take no reps. Uh-oh. John went on the injury report.
Exactly. So now the team get fined.
$50,000.
Yeah.
I said, hey, y'all should have told me. I wasn't supposed to say nothing.
Yeah. It's been so much controversy about who's starting and who gonna do what. And listen, if I think people need to understand or remember that Mike Tomlin named Russell Wilson the starter before the season started. So the fact that Russ, inconveniently got hurt as far as his calf injury before the season started, despite the Steelers playing as well as they are, if you're healthy, the person you name the actual starter of the team should get his job back. And it's his job now to lose. I know some people will say, well, if you're going with Russell Wilson now after a 4-2 start, you really can't go back to Justin Fields. Actually, yes, you can. Yes, you can. If Russell Wilson is not playing up to par, if he's not playing as efficient as Justin Fields was, then a change will be made again. If you're putting your team in harm's way and things aren't going the way they should, and Mike Tomlin doesn't see fit that the direction of the team offensively, well, as a whole, ain't going the way it should be going, there's a change is going to be made again.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Is Justin Fields playing better than you thought he would, worse than you thought he would, or about what you thought he would be playing?
Way better. Way better. And you know why he's playing way better? Because they're not asking him to do much. He doesn't have a...
How much you think they're going to ask Russ to do?
No, I'm just saying. When he was in Chicago, he had to be Superman. He had to do everything. So on his plate, it's not as much being asked of him. But what we do ask of you, don't turn the ball over. Make the throws. Take what they give you defensively. Don't force anything. And he's done a great job of that. He's done a really good job of that. He's been playing phenomenal football. So I could probably understand where his frustration would be with him not starting. But of course, his answer to the media is they say everything PC. They say all the right things. That's not how you truly feel. You're 4-2. You feel you should be the motherfucking starter. I'm sure there are probably people on that team that feel the same way. They just can't say it. But Mike Tomlin promised Russell Wilson that starting job. That is why Russell Wilson is starting.
Justin Fields started Pittsburgh's first 6 games of the year, helped the team finish get to a 4-2 record. Diana Rossini, the Athletic, reported that the choice has resulted in confusion. What the hell is Mike Tomlin doing? That's the question being asked around the league, including in the Steelers' own building. Even in the building of the New York Jets, Pittsburgh's Week 7 opponent, as Tomlin is set to make a curious quarterback change on Sunday night. Rossini noted that Fields has support of his teammate and is still expected to see some limited playing time against the Jets. Some around the league posed the question, if you're going to switch quarterback who hasn't taken a live regular season snap, why do it against the fierce Jets defense? Pittsburgh has the New York Giants next week. Wouldn't it make more sense for Wilson to debut then? Ocho?
Nah, hell no. Get your feet wet. What better team to get your feet wet, get yourself acclimated than the goddamn Jets? Don't throw me out there. Don't throw me out there against the goddamn sorry ass. Oh shoot, no disrespect. Don't throw me out there against the Giants. Let me show you what I can do against a team that's supposed to be good. And we gonna get jiggy. Listen, for his sake, I hope he plays well. For his sake, I hope he plays well. And it's a good test for him, the fact that they are playing the goddamn Jets defense, which is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, ranked number 1 in the league, or maybe number 2, one or the other.
You do realize they're going to heat him up.
Oh, yeah.
Because they feel they got the kind of guys that can lock up. You take Sauce Gardner and say, you got George Pickens. You got Reed, you got the other guy. They're going to bring pressure. They're going to test that calf.
Yeah, most definitely.
Boy, Mike Tomlin, y'all better win this game. You better win this game now. You're making a very unpopular decision.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah. Listen, it's one of the things as a coach, sometimes people aren't going to agree with you when it comes to making difficult decisions. And this is one it's all on Russ. It's all on Russ to make Mike Tomlin look good on the decision that he decided to make.
Because I'm just trying to figure out what Mike Tomlin thought he was going to get with Justin Fields. You said you believe Justin Fields has played better than you thought.
Right.
Clearly, Mike Tomlin thinks he's played worse.
Yeah, listen, I think he's played very well. I think his expectations based on what Mike probably had for him in this season, he exceeded those. I think he exceeded those expectations.
And then you go to Russell Wilson, even though he's exceeded your expectations?
Yes, because you've already promised Russell Wilson the job. We don't know what conversations they've had before the season started and let them know it's your job to lose. It's just the fact that he got hurt and he wasn't able to start at the beginning of the season. So now he's giving him the job back now that he's healthy because the conversation was already had that you are the starter. But again, if things aren't going well, I do see Mike making a change, and he won't hesitate. He won't hesitate.
Might be too late, Ocho.
But they 4-2. They got plenty of time.
That's my point. You're making my point when you say they're 4-2.
Yeah. Yeah. So all Russ got to do is go in there and pick up where they left off.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens when he doesn't?
Let's think. Listen, I'm thinking optimistic. I want him to do well, except when they play the Bengals. I want him to do well.
Ocho.
Yes, sir.
How many times players have gotten lied to?
All the time.
Oh,
that happens all
so
the time.
now it's unique to Russ because Coach Tomlin promised him the job.
Hey, it's part of the business, huh?
That's my point.
Hey, one thing about Mike Tomlin, boy, he's a stand-up guy, and he's not the type that's gonna lie to you.
I bet you go ahead on that bullshit. That man never make y'all to stand up.
He's a stand-up guy.
All right, Ocho. Now it's time for Q and A.
Hey, that was funny. That was funny.
Andrea Kenny, Ocho, don't ever apologize for not being politically correct. Your authenticity is what we all love. Keep being you unapologetically.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what? That's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear. That's what, you know what? I don't even know who told me that. I don't know. I mean, what's your name? What's your fucking name?
Andrea Kenny.
Andrea, I love you. Not the fact that I was going to change anyway, because I've been the way I've always been all these years, but the fact that you just fed me that anyway, to tell me to remain my authentic self, that's it. I'm never changed.
No. She said, Ocho, don't ever apologize for not being politically correct.
Right,
Which means, oh, he played really, really good. Oh, they doing that really, really well. No, you misheard what she said.
Oh, okay. Well, part of that, okay. Well, that too. That too. I'm gonna stay doing just whatever you just said for me to do. And I motherfucking love you. On gang, twin.
Brandon Holman said, when in the history of the game has ref went back and changed the penalty? I've never seen it before. Also, Beck is starting to turn the ball over a little bit too much for my liking. But we got the win. Go Dogs. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Has it ever happened before at any level? Collegiate, NFL?
Ocho, I'm sure it has. I mean, Ocho, we've seen officials pick up the flag. There's no penalty on the play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But not when you already done marked it off.
Oh, yeah. And called it what it was.
Yeah. You done marked it off.
Mm-hmm.
You done moved the ball.
Right.
And now they throw trash on the field. You get together, you huddle up. Oh, that wasn't a penalty.
Yeah, we made the wrong call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Not in my lifetime, I haven't.
Unc, Kemper Norwood Jr. said, Unc, and my question is, who's better, Alabama quarterback, Milroe or Tua, athletic-wise? Well, Milroe is better athletically. Tua is a better quarterback.
Yeah. Tua can't move back there now.
No. Milroe has better athleticism, but Tua was a better. We'll have to see what Milroe gonna be in the NFL. But Tua is a way better college quarterback than Tua is. That's not even close. They're not even the same stratosphere. Little Steelers Hurricane Youth Football Org says, what do Cam Ward has to do to be taken over Shador? Cam is going ballistic.
Hey, that's a good one right there. Because both are playing really well.
Yeah.
Both are playing really, really, really well. Really well.
I think the thing is when you evaluate a quarterback,
right,
you got to project. There has to be some projections.
Right.
3 to 5 years. Who do you think will be better?
Depends on where they go.
Well, that's always. But even so, in that projections, I got to project that I believe that quarterback A will be better than quarterback B.
Right.
Quarterback B will be better than quarterback C.
Yeah. I don't think
that's all you got, because we've seen Shador when he played well at Jackson State. They said, well, he's doing that because he's a big fish in a small pond. Mm-hmm. He goes to Colorado and he puts up very impressive numbers.
Same thing, yeah.
So I don't really know what else he can do. He's playing at a Power 5 school. He's putting up good numbers. He can flat out spin it. He throws with great anticipation. His anticipatory skills are next level. Great ball placement. I think sometimes he does hold on to the ball a little too long. Yeah. But that's something that, we can work with. Say, son, it's okay. It's okay to throw the ball away.
Live to see another day.
Make sure we live to see another day. Make sure you don't take us out of field goal range. Because, sometimes, quarterbacks, we got a 40-yard field goal, you take a sack, now you've taken us out of field goal range.
Right.
But it's going to be very interesting to see. I mean, a lot of draft boards now have Shedeur as the number 1 quarterback. So it's just going to be interesting. I think it's going to be who's selecting in the spot and what appeals to you.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, Ocho, it's all about your choice. I mean, we already know, you got a type. You like light skin, Dominican hair. That's what you like. Curvy body. That's what you like. That's your choice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
O'Shea, O'Shea. Oh, shake him down, Shea.
Shake him down, Shea. I like that.
You know.
Hey, listen, you kind of wrong. You kind of wrong on what I like. I like when I open a pack of Skittles, right?
Yeah.
I don't pick and choose which colors I eat. I'm finna eat all of them. You
Ocho. Yeah. I'm looking at your resume.
Well, if you look at my resume, just look at my kids.
Nah, I ain't talking about that.
I've been dipping in heavy chocolate.
I know about the last 3.
Maybe 2.
3.
2.
I know one you don't know. I know about though.
Tell me.
Oh shit!
Tell me.
No. That's gonna be off air. I told you I was hell when I was well.
Hey, but listen, you know what? It don't count though. It don't count because if I don't go public, then it ain't never happened.
Oh, it happened.
Nah, it
happened.
If it wasn't public, it ain't happened.
Next time me and you together,
yeah,
you gonna say, "Oh, how you find out?"
Nah, I'm gonna be like, that wasn't me.
That would be our little secret. For a nominal fee, I'll be able to keep it on the hush.
Nah, they keep that thing. Listen, long as if it's old.
I ain't finna mess up my nephew and my niece happy home.
Oh nah. They listen. What is home? Listen.
Where's she at? Well, by the way, where Rail at?
Man, she about with 30 girls. Man, they in Turks.
She's still in Turks and Caicos.
Man, they done went back for her birthday.
When was Rail's birthday?
Day before yesterday.
Day before yesterday, 17th.
On the 16th. Oh, my bad, 16th.
Okay, my daughter's on the 15th.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. My dad's on was the 14th, and my grandma's on was the 13th.
Woo! Well, you back to back, boy.
Back to back. Yeah.
Yeah, they out there, man. About 27 of them out there.
You should have told me. Me and you could have taken a trip over there, Ocho.
I ain't going over. It's work time, boy. I don't want none of that.
Okay, that's what I like to hear. See, I like to hear. That's me. We grinding.
I don't know how the Wi-Fi work over there in Turks. I'm good. I told you, don't ask me to go nowhere until after Super Bowl.
Oh, y'all hear that, chat? Now, that's the Ocho I'm talking about. That's the Ocho I've been looking for. That's the Ocho I've been looking for right now.
I ain't going nowhere.
You like me, dog? Ain't nothing happening. Unless, it's work related.
That's it.
Hell, I just got back from LA today. Left yesterday, just got back from New York on Thursday. LA today, back to LA on Tuesday, then to Atlanta, then back to New York.
Hold on, you think that's bad? What's the date today? Watch this.
19th.
Today the 19th, right?
Yep.
We got Nightcap tomorrow.
Yep.
I fly to Philly. Then the next day I fly to Houston. I do Inside the NFL. I fly to Houston for my daughter's coronation. She won. She's homecoming queen at Prairie View A&M.
Right.
I leave Prairie View A&M Wednesday. No, I fly in Wednesday. I leave the following morning for Thursday night football in LA. So I'm going from Houston to LA. After the Thursday night football, I got to fly Friday morning back to Miami to work the MLS game, commentate, analyst. So from there, after Friday, I fly back to Houston again Saturday for the homecoming game. Prairie View is playing. I forgot who they playing. Saturday. I got Nightcap. I'm back to Vegas on the 31st. I go from Vegas back to Miami, Nightcap, then back to Philly again.
Yeah.
And that's my month of the finish off October.
Yeah, see. They messing up my, my my workout schedule.
I get my. Hey,
I was just getting right.
I get my workout in no matter where I'm at. If I got to wake up early, I get it in. If I'm traveling, I wake up a little earlier, about an hour before I got to be in. I'm getting that workout in. Right now, I'm about 2:15 right now.
Minus 15, minus 35. Sheldon Pope said, who would win any type of 2-on-2 competition between Unc and John, Ocho and Carson?
Well, and what competition? Anything competitive?
Yeah, I guess
basketball, bowling, tennis, racquetball, handball. I mean, John and Unc wouldn't beat me and Carson in nothing. Chess, Connect Four.
Nah, John gonna beat y'all in chess. I'm gonna beat you in checkers.
Checkers,
spades,
punk, Uno. Y'all wouldn't beat us in nothing.
Ocho.
Shooting dice, playing CeeLo.
First of all, Ocho, y'all don't even play spades. Y'all don't play spades at PWIs.
Who? I ain't going to know PWI.
So we play spades at black colleges. You have to be a spadeologist.
What do you mean? I'm from where I grew up at, huh? Well, I've been playing spades since 1973. What are you talking about?
Y'all don't even play spades. So we have spades tournaments.
We had spades tournaments.
Y'all ain't have no spade, nothing.
Man, we just talk. Man, I won. When I was locked up, I won a spades tournament in jail. What you talking about?
So with that being, said,
yeah,
Uno. If they got to do they got a draw 50 now in Uno?
I don't like the fact that they gentrifying Uno. I don't like that. They got too many all these new goddamn rules. They tripping.
Yeah, but they be doing too much. You can't drop. They be dropping like 3-4 draw fours back to back. Yeah, you can't do that.
That's not how you play the game.
Huh? Uno got to draw 100 now, Ocho.
Yeah, see, they messing up the game. I play the original Uno. I'm not playing all that new gentrified they're doing.
Man, I'm quitting. Somebody drop a draw 4 or draw 100 on me, I'm quitting.
I'm out.
I ain't drawing no damn 100 cards. That damn been the whole day. How the hell you gonna win a game? Man, unless you got to figure, Ocho, you're going to have some draw 10s and draw 20s up in there.
Right.
Everybody going to get to have, but you got so how many cards in the deck? 500?
Yeah, I don't like that. I think the original game before all these new rules and all this new stuff and having new cards and you write down what you want to put on them, like the game moves very, very fast. If you know how to play Uno the right way, with people that play Uno the right way, all that new stuff, it's unnecessary and it slows the game down tremendously. And Uno is supposed to be a fast game.
It is. What's up, Unc? Been following you since Undisputed. Huge fan. Wish to meet you one day. I know you've done it, but can you give the summary of the type of impact Lawrence Taylor had between What's Up, Ocho? Love you. He's the greatest defensive player ever. The TJ Watts, the Von Millers, the Michael Parsons, all those guys, the Derek Thomases, the Cornelius Bennett's, all those guys that came, that's because of him. He made two positions. He's the only player that made two positions famous. Mm-hmm. He made the outside linebacker and he made the left tackle famous.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't have a left tackle, you couldn't beat the Giants.
Yeah, sometimes you couldn't beat them.
you damn sure he had to be premier.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Gibbs installed an offense just to deal with Lawrence Taylor.
That's crazy.
They added the H-back, which was an extra tight end, to deal with him. The chop, the strip sack, it wasn't good enough for LT to knock your quarterback down. He's like, well, hell, I'm back here now. Let me get the ball. Let me see if I can get the ball. He started that chop.
Yeah.
He is the – you don't go past LT. I mean, look, there might be, okay, maybe Reggie, but LT is generally thought of as the greatest defensive player to have ever played in the National Football League.
Ever.
And deservedly so. He's that good. He was that. Everything that you hear about LT, Whoever you think your best defensive player is, LT was better. So whoever you think whoever the greatest defensive player that you laid eyes on, and I'm old enough to remember I was playing the league when Reggie White was in his prime, when Brucey was in his prime. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about all the premier defensive guys, Cortez Kennedy, Time, Ray Lewis, I was in the league with all of them.
It was different.
56. Derek Thomas. And I've seen some great defensive players. I'm talking about great. I mean, a lot of guys that I played against were on that 100th anniversary team.
Yeah.
56, the original LT. Him. He's him. Donnell Thompson, can we get a shout out in Maryland Terps beating USC? Damn, USC. Oh, they about to fire Lincoln Riley. Stangalangan about to go. He ain't gonna finish the season. And why are you not a Georgia fan? What's the story? Hey, congrats, Terps beating USC. Damn, man, Link, they about to get you up out of there, bro.
You got to turn that thing around faster than normal.
Yeah, man. You know what? I've never been a Georgia Bulldog fan.
No. How you ain't a Georgia? You from right down the street.
Hell, because everybody, man, look at man. Everybody be playing that damn song. Man, look here. If you, man, look, hey, man, they love them Bulldogs, man.
Oh, yeah.
Man, when they be playing Ocho, man, hey, you see them things line up on 95 and 16, headed up that, well, not 95, where they be coming down 95 going. And
right.
the crossover and get on 16 and head to Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to realize I was growing up when Georgia was at their height. I'm talking when they had Herschel Walker and Buck Bellew and Lindsey Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tron Jackson. They had all them. Yeah. When they had Coach Dooley and they was winning national championship, they played for national championship. They won the national championship Herschel's freshman year. And then they lost, I think, 2 years later to Penn State. Yeah. Nah. I mean, I like Kirby. But nah. Nah. King Govan, between 0 and 100, what are the chances my Bears make the Super Bowl? 1.
0 and 100.
Yeah.
Listen. I mean, Caleb Williams is coming along really well as opposed to how he looked at the beginning of the season. I give you a 5.
1. Hold on. In the next 10 years? Or you talking about this year?
Dude, if he even think about this year, I know he ain't think about this year.
I'm saying that's why I gave him a 1.
I gave him a 5.
I want to give him some hope. I couldn't say 0 because 0 ain't no hope. Does he realize like Detroit and Minnesota's in his division?
Woo. Hey, it's a good one.
Hold on, Ocho. Let me take that back. Minnesota, Green Bay, and Detroit.
All of them balling too.
Yes.
Balling. Damn it, it's a good game tomorrow, man. I can't remember who it is. Oh, Detroit and the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit play the Vikings. Oh, that's going to be a good one, boy. I can't wait.
Oh, there's the game Monday night. You got the 49ers play
Kansas City.
Kansas City, yeah.
But yeah, Spags know how to deal with them. I mean, shoot, the last 2 games, the 49ers 0-2. Hey, what's going to be the difference now?
They say the Bears gonna have a better record than the Bengals.
They bet whoever said that won't put no money on it. Bet that.
You always try to bet somebody.
Yeah, I like that. My bets be small. I don't bet nothing over $100.
Laney Ray says, "Hey guys, what do you miss most about playing football?"
Competing and practicing.
Locker room.
Competing and practicing.
Who pulled up there? Who is that? Who grandma got was on the screen?
Who that was?
I don't know.
What you mean? How you not gonna know who that is?
You didn't see that on the screen? Who grandma was that on the screen?
That's Miss Nikki Grant. Hey, that was cool. Tell him come back.
Huh? No, don't come back. I miss the locker room. I just miss the camaraderie with the guys. That's what I miss.
Yeah.
I didn't miss the paychecks. I didn't miss the crowd. I didn't miss any. I just miss the guys. I just miss having fun, just bull jiving with the guys in the locker room, in the training room, on the practice, before practice, on the bus, the plane rides. That's what I miss.
I miss practice. I miss competing in practice and creating bulletin board material through the media each week. That's it. I miss practice, man. Damn, them some fun days.
What you laughing at, Jordan? Somebody grabbed my partner for the screen. You saw it? You saw it? Oh. I like that. Somebody go get y'all. You get y'all privileges revoked. Boss lady said, my daddy said, kiss the same frog, you're fishing in the same pond. I date a person, not the persona. Make cuts off easy. Have y'all dated the type, or do you go out of your norm? What are the 3 must-haves?
3 must-have: pretty feet, good credit.
Ain't got nothing to do with me. You ain't got to have no feet.
Listen, pretty feet, good credit. You got to have something going on. Pretty feet, good credit. Got your hair a little jog. Got your hair just a little motion. You ain't got to have much. Just a little motion. Just a little bit. You get your little motion, I can add to that. You ain't got nothing going on, that means you're a liability. I can't do nothing with that.
I can't say. I did. I used to have a type.
For real?
Yeah,
well, yeah. Everybody have a type and a preference, huh?
Man, you about to make me curse on here, man.
Everybody got a type and a preference.
Yeah. Oh, I know you got one.
Who, me?
You. I'm talking to you only.
Yeah. I got a preference. Long as it's pink on the inside. That's it.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I told you what I like, Ocho.
What?
I like my women. That's how I like hoo-ha. I like feet at the bottom, hoo-ha at the top of the legs. That's all I need them to have. If they got those 2 things, let's rock and roll.
Hell no.
Nah, I mean, at once upon a time, it was like 5'10", like 150 to 175. I've always liked curvy women.
Right.
Then as I got older, I mean, it started to be like them cornfed from the Midwest. They started being 6 foot, 200, 205.
Yeah. Oh, that's why
you know me. Hey, bowling ball shape, knock them down. Wow. So it just depends, Ocho. It all depends. It's a vibe that you feel when you with somebody. Like, okay,
right. Yeah. And you know what? I don't even pick no more. I just choose who choose me. That's where I'm going. That's what I'm going to now.
Yeah.
Too many times, as fellas, we chasing people that we want and not really paying attention to those who want us.
Hey, that's how you got to pick them, Ocho.
You're right. If you chasing something and you doing everything to get, nah, that ain't that.
Hey, simple philosophy, Ocho.
Huh?
Choose who like you, not who you like.
Every time. Well, now it took me a while to learn that.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to learn that.
Oh, yeah, but
women be killing me all the time about apply pressure. Apply, bitch, what? Who? Apply what?
Oh, I'll put pressure. Oh, hey, what you want? You want half court or full court? Because, hey, I just need to know what you need, Ocho. Because I picked that thing, I picked that, I'm the glove. I picked that thing, 94. I'm 94 feet all the way up and down.
Hell no.
I like her look. Oh, hey, I like curvy women. I like women that work out.
Yeah.
I love a workout body. I love it.
Hold on. Now, when you say workout body, you mean like like competing
No,
Olympic workout or
no,
okay.
no. You ain't got to compete. I
Yeah,
mean, but
you know what I mean.
some of those wellness women now, you like, woo,
Yeah.
those glutes and those hamstrings.
Yeah,
woo.
yeah. I mean, I just don't like it to go too far to where it feel like
I get you. I'm with you.
Where I'm touching you and you feel like me. Like I don't want you to feel like me. You shouldn't have abs. You shouldn't have 8 abs like I do.
Hey, it's you know.
Yeah. Hey, let me be quiet or you get me in trouble.
You try to get me in trouble. But I must have teeth. You know, damn. I don't think I'm asking too much. I ain't say you got to have 32, but damn. Is that Ocho? Is that asking too much?
Hey, you say she ain't got to have all 32 teeth?
Yeah, she can have all 32. Give me a good 25, 26.
God damn.
As long as they ain't in the front. Hey, I ain't saying look like no jack-o'-lantern. God damn. Man, damn, Ocho.
Hell no. Hey. Hell no.
Okay, I mean, but if you missing Ocho, if you missing a couple of jaw teeth, you know, I get like when you smile,
right,
and I can't see that it's missing, we good.
Right.
You know, but if I'm kissing you and I run my tongue back, I'm like, oh damn, you missing one back here, huh? I'm cool with that, Ocho. I'm cool. I ain't too picky.
Hey, you could buy a little implant. Get a little implant.
Implants expensive, Ocho. You know, implants about 5,000 a tooth.
Oh, that ain't nothing to you.
Huh?
Well, you got that. That ain't nothing. Go that over there.
Well, I'm gonna need that back now. You leave now. I'm gonna need that implant back. You got to go back. You got to go back to be. You got to go back to be a snaggletooth. You ain't been to take my 3 or 4 implants with you. Oh no. Oh no.
Hell no.
Hey, I ain't like Ocho. Ocho said he taking his BBL. I would get my 3 or 4 implants back. Hell no.
Oh shit. Hell no.
Yeah, you know, like volleyball. You know, like volleyball players, they have great bonds. Ocho. They got leg, they have leg. Yeah, volleyball player. Obviously track and field.
Yeah,
they got crazy bodies, but they tiny, they small.
Yeah, very very small.
I need me somebody like throw the shot, the discus. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, they healthy. They real healthy.
But like a good athlete, somebody go to the gym like 3-4 times a week. Nice set of wheels.
Right.
So Ocho say feet, I say teeth. What if the
feet, teeth, got to have something going on. Just something. Like I remember Unc when we was older, and you know you getting your money, and you're willing to deal with anything.
Yeah.
No matter what you got going on, you're willing to deal with anything. As you get older, you understand it's just too much of a liability, huh? It's too much. You always got to be on.
Yeah.
Like you always got to be on. Always. Like some days, like what if you're having a bad day? What if something happened due to unfortunate circumstances? That individual has nothing that they can do for you. Nothing.
Yeah.
So as I got older, it was more important to have someone that had something going on as well. Just in case of emergency, you know what? I ain't got it today. I ain't got it today. Even though I do. Can you help me if I ain't got it today? If I got $100 and I need 200, can you give me $100? I'm just using that number as just a hypothetical.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, man. I don't know. And that came with age. It took time for me to get to that point.
Oh yeah, when you young, you ain't think about nothing. You ain't think about no money.
Uh-uh.
Hell, she could live up. Hey, Ocho, when I was younger, hell, she could live up on the bridge. I go pick her ass up every day. Come on.
You look good, I got you. Yeah.
That's it.
You look good, I got you. But that shit go out there. Well, you get back over 40. That's out the window, boy.
Still one of that. Hold on. Let's not get carried away now, Ocho. You still got to look. Come on now. I still ain't finna throw the look totally out the window. Hell nah.
Hey, you got to have something going on, though. Just something. Something.
Hey, you got something? Let me hold you over the balcony. You got that? Oh. Man, let me stop. Because people gonna be thinking I'm that man, Unc shallow. And I'm just joking with y'all.
Oh,
really no. Nah, but I just think the thing is, look, you like what you like. Women, you like what you like. Some women, hey, I'm too muscular. I'm too much. They don't like that. Okay, fine. I ain't everybody cup of tea, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Everybody don't want somebody, 260 pounds, muscular. Okay. And some people like they like man, you ain't got no dad bod. Hell, what I'm supposed to?
That's why it all come down to preference. Everybody's preference is different.
Yes.
Everybody's preference is different. And I hate when people get upset by people's preferences. You like what you like. That's okay.
That's what it is. I don't get mad at anybody for liking what they like, Ocho. Hey, well, you can't go. I can't go walk no hill with you. I can't go to Runyon Canyon. I can't go climb no mountain. No, those hills won't let me.
Yeah.
Ain't no sense to me. Oh, I'm gonna do all that. I ain't finna do none of that.
Right.
I'm not finna go. I'm not finna go walk with you. I'm not finna go to Runyon Canyon. I'm not finna climb no mountain with you. Go no trail. I'm not finna do that. I'm not even finna lie and tell you that I am to impress you. Oh, he say he gonna. I'm not. That ain't me. Do some other stuff with you though. I'm going on vacation, Ocho. I'm going on vacation.
You?
Yep.
When?
When the season over with. I'm giving me a couple of days. I need like 2-3 days to go somewhere.
Yeah, I'm going. Sure, I'm going on vacation too.
Where we going?
I don't know where you going. I know where I'm going.
Where you going?
I'm going over to Europe to watch a few games and hop from city to city.
Oh. No. No, hell no. I didn't. You know what? I want to go somewhere. I'm going. You know what? I'm going by myself.
You ain't gonna take nobody with you?
Nope. And I'm leaving my phone. And I'm leaving my phones.
What about Michelle?
Ash ain't gonna be able to get a hold of me.
You can't do that.
Guess what? Ash ain't gonna be able to call me and talk about you busy. No, I ain't busy because you ain't gonna be able to get a hold of me.
Well, if you're on vacation, you could do that 2-3 days.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't need but 2.
That's it?
That's it.
Well, you must not be going too far.
No. Well, however long it takes, I count 2 days. So basically, I'm gonna stay there 2 days. Once I get there, I'm there 2 days. Okay. It ain't gonna take more than a day to get somewhere.
Okay. Yeah.
The farthest I'm going by 6 to 8 hours.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
That's it. Just to recharge my batteries and everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Get reinvigorated.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
That's all I got. That's all I got, Ocho. I mean, I can't tell nobody. I ain't finna go nowhere no 10 days. There ain't no sense in me lying to somebody.
10? Who the hell travel that long?
That's what I'm saying. Hell, I ain't even got a week in me.
I got three days max. I don't care where I'm at in the world. 3 days.
And they better not go through my bag and get them rubies up out of there because they try to get those sparks, Ocho. If they confiscate that, I got to turn around and come back.
Hold on. You say you were traveling by yourself. What you need the sparks for?
Ain't no telling, might with native over there or something. Might be walking in. I might be in the jungle or something. Nah, I ain't gonna. Man, I can't go that far, Ocho. I ain't gonna say no lie. I just look. I know God working on me, but I ain't really got the patience to sit that still.
Yeah.
I mean, I fly somewhere, it's only an hour. I'll be like, damn, we 30 minutes in. Like, man, when we gonna land? hey, I hit the call. Hey, I hit that ding dong. Did I let the flight attendant come? Yes, Mr. Sharpe, I may help you. I was like, what time are we scheduled to land? Oh, the flight was scheduled for an hour. So we're 20 minutes in. I'm like, damn. See, like man, Ocho, I be getting impatient, man.
Hey, I be good. I get once I can turn that Wi-Fi on, I get to tweeting. I'm good.
The worst thing, Ocho, is our Wi-Fi ain't working.
Yeah, that sucks. Now that sucks.
Woo.
That sucks.
Man, that killed me, Ocho.
Yeah, that
but see, like the thing is now is that Shelly's put everything in, so I ain't got to put nothing in there. All I got to do is like get the Delta to come up and then go right to it. Because, man, I had the hardest time, man. I'd be giving flight attendants $20, $30, $40. I said, can I borrow your internet? Put it in here. Put it in my phone. As an Ocho, hey, can you let me have your Wi-Fi? I'll give you $40.
Right.
Yeah. That's why you laughing at. It's like, I said, I don't really know how to work it. I said, I can't get it on. Hey, Jordan with me to learn. It's like, don't worry about it. The lady took my phone. She put her Wi-Fi and said, here you go, Mr. Sharpe.
Yeah.
I said, thank you. I said, I got another one too here. She put her Wi-Fi password on both of my phones. I said, thank you. Because, boy, woo, man, with no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it hurt, boy. It hurt. Especially
man.
Any flight over 2 hours with no Wi-Fi.
Man, anything over an hour. Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy said, guys, this is random, but would you rather have the ability to control fire or water? Water.
Yeah, water. Because I want to be able to part the sea. I want to be able to part the sea like Moses.
I don't want to part nothing, but I want y'all to pay me $500 for a gallon of water.
500.
I'm gonna be the richest man. I control water. All of it I got. You want some water? Gallon costs you $500.
Nah.
Okay. Thirst. What you gonna drink? I control water.
I want to be like Poseidon. Yeah.
Okay. Let me know how that work out for you.
I want to be able to create tsunamis, tidal waves, 150 feet waves so I can go surfing.
The only surf you do is surf and turf. You ain't getting no 140-foot wave, huh?
Oh, Unc, I surf. I used to surf at Venice Beach when I was in Santa Monica.
Patrick Arthur said, Unc and Ocho, come to Sioux Falls. I found my car with a gold chain in it. We live. Amen. Damn.
Sioux Falls, that's Iowa, huh? Oh, South
Dakota.
South Dakota, yeah, I'm tripping.
Damn. You find it. What kind of car you got?
Sioux Falls.
Malik Jones said, what's up, Unc and Ocho? What's the play in your professional career that you regret that you still think about today? I dropped a 2-point conversion against Jacksonville in 1996. I dropped a touchdown in the south end zone, a 2-yard that would have given us home field advantage throughout the playoffs.
Damn.
Still think about it. I think the play. I think without the play against the Raiders, I don't think I became what I became because I became obsessed. I became even more focused, even making a play that would change the trajectory of the Broncos. And so I got put in those situations and I was able to make those plays. But those are 2 plays right there that I've never forgotten. South Dakota, that's where Sturgis is, right? Sturgis is in South Dakota. The rally would have the motorcycles. Would they have all the Harleys and up there? That's South Dakota. And Mount Rushmore. That's the only thing I know about really South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Huh? Yeah. 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 That's what I know. I know of Sturgis and I know Mount Rushmore. That's about all I know about. Obviously, I know it's a state, but I don't know much about it. I'm sure they got plenty of buffalo.
That's what I need to go do. I need to run with the buffalo or the bison.
No, you talking about in Pamplona running with the bulls?
Nah, I did that already. I ran with the bulls already. I want to run with bison, like at Yellowstone Park.
So you asking for trouble.
No,
Didn't
I'm
they
not
tell
asking.
you to stay? They told you to stay your butt away from those animals. Stay within 100. Stay within a. Don't get within 100 feet of the animals.
I'm an animal whisperer. I connect with the animals in the wild, huh?
Okay.
I connect with the animals.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm Ace Ventura, but I have a certain connection and an aura and chemistry when it comes to wildlife. I don't know what it is.
Okay. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Let me know. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He is from Liberty City, a Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, a Pro Bowler, an All-Pro. He's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Just call him Ocho. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. And do us a favor, go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you guys for your support, your continued support. Make sure you go check out Shea by Laportier. We have it in stock. Our goal is to be in between 14 and 16 states by the end of the year. If we're currently not in a state or a city near you, hit us up. We'll ship it directly to you. The wait time is minimal. Go follow my media company page on all platforms. That's Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84 with 84 being spelled out. 84 is responsible for the tees that we see. We're going to drop these next week. Ash having to come up with the date. The hoodie that Ocho has on, they're being dropped next week. The Unc and Ocho tees are back in stock. I repeat, the Unc and Ocho tees are back in stock. And we have two different colors of, can y'all see that?
I was hell when I was well.
So, thank you guys for letting us know that you have started receiving your merchandise that you ordered from the previous 3 weeks. Continue to do that. So therefore, we'll know that the orders are being shipped like they're supposed to be. Hopefully, by the middle of next week, everybody will have received their merchandise. Thank you again for your support, and we greatly, greatly appreciate that. The number 5 Georgia Bulldogs take down the number 1 Texas Longhorns 30-15. Colorado is 1 win away from being bowl eligible as they beat Arizona on the road 34-7. Alabama lost on the road to Tennessee. Number 11 Tennessee takes down the number 7 Alabama Crimson Tide 24-17. Miami keeps winning. They won 52-45 behind Cam Ward's 21 of 32, 319, 4 touchdowns, no turnovers. Brady Cook returned from the hospital to lead number 19 Mizzou Tigers to a come-from-behind win over Auburn. They were down 17-6. He rallied them, and they went the ball game. Excuse me. Arizona State, Kenny Dillingham, he apologized for his kicker. He said they were having trials for kicking for a field goal kicker for the Arizona State Wildcats. The Sun Devils. And he apologized because he put his kicker on blast. He said, when you talk about special teams, basically it comes down to one player, and we win and we lose as a team. So he apologized for that. Thank you guys for joining us for Nightcap. I'm Unc, he's Ocho. We'll see you tomorrow after Sunday Night Football.
Let's go Bengals.
We out.